This is your weekly report on corruption in the Philippine government. A police officer with the rank of Brigadier General is facing dismissal from the service for command responsibility over the alleged unlawful arrest, arbitrary detention, and robbery of 4 Chinese nationals in a Philippine offshore gaming operator establishment in Parañaque City in September last year. Inspector General Brigido Dule, Philippine National Police, Internal Affairs Service Chief, said Friday he has submitted to the office of PNP Chief General Rommel Francisco Mabel the recommendation to dismiss the official, whose name was withheld, after he was found guilty under the principle of command responsibility and gross neglect of duty. The decision underscores the PNP's unwavering commitment to accountability and integrity within its ranks, Dule said in a news release. The administrative case stemmed from a controversial raid on a condominium in Parañaque City by the Southern Police District Special Operations Unit on the 16th of September, 2023. The SPD, then headed by Brigadier General Roderick Mariano, reported that 10 Chinese and a Filipino were arrested, leading to the rescue of several Chinese nationals and the confiscation of 4.6 million pesos in cash. However, the National Capital Region Police Office pointed out alleged irregularities in the service of the search warrant after the arrested Chinese nationals complained about being arbitrarily detained and claimed that personal belongings not included in the warrant were illegally seized by the police. Subsequent investigations showed that the involved officers confiscated 27 million pesos in cash not subject to the search warrant, and deliberately excluded the sizable amount of cash and other personal items from the official inventory of recovered evidence. Additionally, the officers were found to have planted firearms at the scene, attempted to destroy closed-circuit television recordings, and deactivated their body-worn cameras during the operation. 10 police personnel involved in the incident were dismissed from the service after being found guilty of grave misconduct, grave irregularity in the performance of duty, grave neglect of duty, conduct unbecoming of a police officer, less grave misconduct, and less grave neglect of duty. 7 other cops were demoted while 17 more were suspended. The IAS said it found that the police general neglected his duty to ensure that operations were conducted based on established protocols and ethical standards, leading to serious breaches of conduct by subordinate officers. As the commanding officer, the police general also failed to exercise effective oversight and control over the personnel involved in the operation by failing to take prompt and concrete actions against his subordinates for significant procedural violations and gross misconduct under his command, it said. Dule emphasized the importance of transparency and accountability within the ranks of the PNP. Command responsibility is not just a principle, it is a cornerstone of ethical law enforcement. Leaders must ensure that their teams operate within the bounds of the law. When they fail, they will be held accountable, he added. A lawmaker is facing charges in connection with the killing of a former barangay captain in Tigboan Town, Iloilo. Major Rolando Arano, spokesperson of the Iloilo Provincial Police Office, said the Tigboan Municipal Police Station filed charges against Representative Lex Anthony Chris Collada for allegedly being an accessory to a murder. The charge was filed at the Provincial Prosecutor's Office on November 14th. Collada represents the party listing Associacion Sang Mangguguma Nga Bisaya Mangguguma Incorporated. Aside from this case, Collada is also accused of violating Republic Act 105-91 or the Comprehensive Firearms and Ammunition Regulation Act linked to the 24th of October murder of Giovanni Trieste, a former village chief of San Rafael in Tigboan Town. The Enquirer tried to get Collada's side through his party list's Facebook account and his office in Congress but was told by his staff member that they would respond to the issue through their office in Iloilo. As of afternoon of November 19th, Collada and his staff members have yet to get back to the Enquirer. Collada is the husband of Mayor Jennifer Garin Collada of Gimbal, Iloilo. He succeeded his sister-in-law, now Energy Undersecretary Sharon Garin, as the party list's representative in the 2022 elections. Collada owned the gun used in the killing of Trieste, the police said. His ownership was confirmed by the Philippine National Police Regional Civil Security Unit, Arano, however, cannot not confirm how Collada's .45 caliber gun was used by John Castro Jr. in killing Trieste. The police official, however, said the proceedings will allow the congressman to properly answer the charges against him. The alleged assailant Castro is a former member of the Iloilo City government's task force anti-squatting and illegal structures. He surrendered to the Iloilo City Police Office on the 28th of October after a case of murder was filed against him on the same day. The police subsequently filed charges of accessory to a murder against Collada after investigation showed that he owned the gun. The purpose as to why we filed this case is for Collada to explain why his firearm was able to reach up to this crime, Erano said in a phone interview on Monday, November 18th. An election officer was killed in an attack by unidentified assailants in President Quirino, Sultan Kudarat on Saturday afternoon. John Nico Alan Pandoy, assistant election officer of Isulan town, died at the scene of the incident that occurred in Barangay Poblacion, according to Major General Antonio Nafarit, acting chief of the Western Mindanao Command. The local office of the Commission on Elections condemned the incident and urged police to identify and arrest the killers. A gubernatorial candidate in Sarangani in next year's elections was shot and wounded here on Saturday, November 23. Police Colonel Nicomed Zoliva, City Police Director, identified the victim as lawyer businessman Gladden Lim, 48. Oliver said the victim was shot by a motorcycle-riding gunman as he was coming out of his car at the compound of a church on Dasara Avenue, Barangay City Heights at 6 p.m. The victim sustained 2 bullet wounds in the stomach from a .45 caliber pistol. He was taken to a nearby hospital. The police regional office Davao region revealed that at least 7 police officers of the region were involved in the illegal use of drugs and other drug-related activities during the flag-raising ceremony on Monday, November 25, 2024. Police Brigadier General Leon Victor Rosit, PRO Davao Director, announced that 7 of its personnel have been engaging in illegal activities based on their latest internal cleaning program mandated by the Philippine National Police Central Headquarters. Of the number, Rosit disclosed that 6 of them tested positive for illegal drugs while the other official was found to have been involved in drug trafficking. Rosit added that they have been continuously conducting a cleansing campaign against unlawful activities to keep the police office's good reputation and strengthen the image of the Davao Police not just in the region but also the whole country. He then encouraged the police personnel to follow the rules and ethics so the PNP our service will put into waste. Regrets are always at the end. So stop now and let's start a new one for your family and for the betterment of our community, the regional police chief said. According to PNP, the program is a set of policies and programs designed to enhance the security personnel's reputation, discipline, and integrity. Its goal is to eradicate misconduct, criminal activity, and corruption from the police force. The program's mission is also to encourage police officers to act ethically, transparently, and responsibly. Depending on the seriousness of the conduct, officers who are found to have engaged in unlawful or unethical activity face internal investigations and appropriate disciplinary actions, which may include reassignment or termination. The Commission on Elections officer in Nunangan town in Lanao del Norte province was shot dead in Puracuan, Barangay Curva, Mayagao, Lanao del Norte, on Monday, November 25. Police identified the victim as Marcus Orlando Valisa of Cagayan de Oro City. Valisa was on his way home when he was shot by an unidentified gunman. He was taken by the police to a hospital where he was declared dead from multiple bullet wounds in the head. Recovered from the crime scene were 5 fired .45 caliber cartridge cases and 1 fired slug. Police said motive of the killing is election related. A follow-up investigation and pursuit operation against the gunman is underway. A village councillor of Barangay Cagnicat, Villaba town, Leyte survived a gun attack by 2 unidentified assailants on Monday afternoon. Janamal de los Santos suffered a gunshot wound on his left upper cheek and was immediately rushed to the Villaba Community Hospital by the local rescue team for treatment. He was later transferred to the Ormoc Doctors Hospital in Ormoc City and is currently in stable condition. De los Santos was on board his motorcycle with his wife when 2 men on another motorcycle opened fire at them at around 4:30 p.m. The attack caused De los Santos to lose control of his motorcycle, crashing into a coconut tree. His wife was unharmed. The suspects immediately fled towards Barangay Cagnicat proper. The Villaba Municipal Police Station immediately responded to the incident to arrest the perpetrators. Former Leyte Congressman Vicente Veloso condemned the attack on De los Santos, whom he identified as one of his political supporters. "I strongly condemn this attack against an elected village leader. We call on our police authorities to ensure that justice is served by arresting those responsible for this incident," Veloso said in a statement on social media. The 3rd district of Leyte is considered to be a potential area of concern in next year's midterm elections due to the series of shooting incidents, with some of the victims identified to be supporters of local politicians. Authorities are urging anyone with information regarding the suspects or the incident to come forward and help in the investigation. A 36-year-old corporal from Iloilo City was allegedly shot dead by a colleague inside an army detachment in Sisia Baras Barazan, Barangay Manlucahok, Sipalay City, Negros Occidental on Monday night, November 25. Police said the victim and the 43-year-old suspect from Lanao del Norte with the rank of staff sergeant were having a drinking session to celebrate the birth anniversary of a colleague when they figured in an altercation. The suspect drew a short firearm and shot the victim in the left arm and chest. The victim was taken to a hospital where he was declared dead. The suspect was arrested by the police and disarmed. Brigadier General Joey Escanillas, commander of the 302nd Infantry Brigade, said he is awaiting the report of the 15th Infantry Battalion on the incident. Apart from the criminal liability of the suspect, Escanillas said that he will also facing an administrative sanction that may lead to his discharge from the service. He said this is an isolated incident and stressed that they do not tolerate such action among their personnel. Escanillas said that drinking of liquor inside any detachment is prohibited and warned those involved that they will be dealt with accordingly. The Quezon City Police District has filed complaints against Vice President Sara Duterte, her security head Colonel Raymond Dongte Lachaca, and 2 others at the Quezon City Prosecutor's Office on Wednesday, November 27. QCPD Director Colonel Melencio Buslig, together with Philippine National Police Medical and Dental Chief Lieutenant Colonel Van Jason Villamar, led the filing of charges against Duterte and her team. The complaint accuses them of direct assault, disobedience to authority, and grave coercion. The alleged incident occurred at the House of Representatives Detention Center and Veterans Memorial Medical Center during the detention of Duterte's Chief of Staff, Attorney Zuleika Lopez. Further details about the alleged actions leading to the filing of the complaint have not been disclosed. Both the QCPD and the Office of the Vice President have yet to issue their statements. 5 drug suspects, including a barangay health worker, were arrested in a buy-bust operation by the Pasay City Police Station Drug Enforcement Unit on Tuesday, November 26. Pasay City Police Chief Colonel Samuel Pabonito identified the suspects as Tita, 56 years old, barangay health worker, Roy, 22, Hapan, 26, Abba, 28, and Bongski, 34. The suspects were arrested at around 1:40 p.m. in Barangay 30, Zone 5. Police recovered 9.9 grams of shabu amounting to 67,320 pesos from the suspects. They are currently detained at the SDEU custodial facility and were charged for violation of Republic Act 9165 or the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. That's all for this week. I'll see you next week with more stories of corruption and foolishness within the Philippine government.